Hey, good morning and welcome to my latest video. Today I'm going to show you a tool that's out there for those who wish to build apps and they don't have much experience with coding. This tool is going to allow you to create stuff that's pretty amazing, and I'm going to show you a tool that I made, or an app that I made yesterday without any code writing myself. It was just prompts that I gave the software to create the app. The tool that you're going to use is Google AI Studio. Now, if you haven't used it before, it's a free tool that Google offers everybody with an email that can log in. So all you need to do is go to Google or your search engine and look for Google AI Studio, log in with your Gmail account, and you will come to this screen. When you come to this screen, you can you can chat in here as if it was an LLM, be like ChatGPT, but you don't have to pay for it. There's other apps, little apps you can use down here, and you can play with those as you wish. You can stream, webcam, talking, you can share your screen, and the AI will help you solve issues on your screen, or you can ask questions about what's on your screen. You can generate media, videos, images. I do find the videos are somewhat limited. There are paid versions, but you can certainly access these here. Again, play with those at your leisure. It's actually really good. This bottom button here just shows you your chat history, but the button we're going to focus on today is this fourth one down, which is build. There are some other apps you can play around with here that's already built into the system. But what this allows you to do is to prompt the AI, and it will build apps for you. Now, the one I'm going to show you shortly that I've finished, originally it was just, I wanted to create an app, which was like a whiteboard for soccer formations, just so I could move things around and show certain plays, but it evolved into something a little bit different, and we'll come to that later. But what you can do here is, for instance, I've got a prompt here. So, a set piece design and animation studio concept, a specialized tool purely for designing and animating corners, free kicks and throw-ins. Analysts can drag players into positions, draw specific runs, and animate the ball trajectory to visualize set piece routines, then share them with the team. So that's the prompt I'm given. I could just hit build. Now what the app will do now, it will think, it will explore all the components that it's going to need, and then shortly it will start to build without any code from yourself. I'll probably speed this up in the video because it may take a couple of minutes. Again, all this is automated, you don't have to touch anything. If it makes an error, it will review the error and also go back and correct itself. And as you can see over here, it has the finished product. But if we look down here, it'll say 1785 errors running in this code. So we just click auto fix. It'll examine the errors and it will go through it again. It'll think first, and then it will start rewriting the code to fix the errors that it sees in itself. So now it has examined all its errors. It's going to start rewriting the code that it needs, or it believes it needs, to fix the errors that it has. Okay, looks like it's fixed. Let's see if it works. We'll click the maximize button here. We look at this set piece box first. Well, we would need it to fix that because, as you can see, it's got a dark font on a dark background. We could ask it to change the font to white. But let's just put corner kick on the right. So it's placed a ball here. Not sure what all these buttons are for. Let's add an attacker. Let's see if it works. Okay, I do not see an attacker being added, nor a defender. Set the ball. So none of this seems to work Oh, hang on. No, we did draw the ball path. Let's reset all. So draw ball path, so we could click it to go into there. So that functionality does work. So we'd have to go back and tell it what is working, what isn't, and then it would go away and fix the problem. So I'm just going to minimize that for now, because we're not going to work on this one today. I may work on this one later. So I'm just going to hit save, and then I'm going to go to the one that I did create that is working. I may improve it at a later date, but I think it's very, very functional right now, and I'm going to show you all the functionality in it. As I go through this, remember this was all done by code, by the system, not by me. I can code to a point, but certainly if I wanted to build something like this, it would take me forever. I built this in probably about 3 hours of sitting down, prompting, and the code working out, and I'd say the majority of the time it wasn't my prompts, it was actually the code writing. So yeah, it's really, really good. So first we'll go across the top and examine all these buttons. So first one, we'll click on player A, so team A. So we can move this player wherever we want to place him on the field. So then we could click on him, we can change his name, change him to Messi, number 10. The jersey down here, we can say stripe vertical, we change the colors, change the secondary color, we'll put some sort of blue, and then we can hit save changes. So now Messi, number 10, so again we can move him wherever we want on the pitch. Now we can do that individually. I'm just going to clear, so clear all, or we can do it as a team. So we click team, select the formation, so it's 4-4-3, and it'll place it on the field. Now if we want to do their opposition, team B, and it'll place them there. And again, if you change the color, we'll just do this solid color, we'll change it to yellow, save change, changes the whole team. So individually or as a team, and again we can move these players around, do what we want with them, and it's pretty cool. So again, we will erase all. Before I move on to some of the stuff we can do with the players, what we can do is we can zoom in, we can zoom out, we can pan, so click the pan button and we can move the pitch around. So if we're zoomed in and we just want to focus in on the box, we can do that. So reset view, go back to here, pencil, obviously you can just write on the pitch, clear all, arrow, same thing, places an arrow on the pitch, rectangle, you can make an ellipse, and then if you want you can write some text and it'll place that on the pitch too. So we can clear all, or we can use the undo button. Clear all, tells you down here what is happening. So again, all of this done by code and just my prompting. And all I originally wanted was something where I could put some players and just move them around. So we got this player. What we can do now, so what we want to do is we clicked on a player, you can see he's highlighted. If we click off him, there's no white outline. Click on him, there's a white outline. What we can do is we can use the path button. So now we can click the left button, drag it, it'll place an arrow. Then if we hit the play button, the player will move along that line. So we can clear all again, so we can do that as a player. So again, we click a player, place him where we want. If we want to place a ball too, we can put the ball. So what we can do is we can also use the target, which is very similar. So we can click on the ball, click target, click there. It'll draw the arrow so we don't have to drag. And we can do the click the player too and do the same thing, target, and we want the player just behind the ball, so we do that. And then to come off the target button, just hit the select button over here. Now we hit play, the player will move with the ball. Now if we wanted to save that, we could click save it as a play, and then from that we can hit the load button. We don't have any saved right now, so we could bring that back in. Now I've got some AI stuff in here which I think is really cool. Now from this play, it's just a simple player running with a ball. We can hit AI critique. It's going to analyze the play, and it's going to go through what it's seen on the screen. So it says overall tactical concept. This play depicts a very different long ball, attack aimed at a quickly getting the ball into the attacking third by exploiting space behind the opposition. Strengths, tells you the weaknesses, it tells you how to improve it. And again, that's just the AI working off that's very simple play. So just think what you could do with a more complex sort of play, and it would analyze all that for you. So what I'm going to do is clear AI. I'm going to clear all. Now I'm going to use this AI gen here. And let's just copy this here, copy that, and we'll paste it down here. So it's a defensive setup to counter a 4-3-3 formation with wing play. So you've asked it to create that sort of setup. So you hit generate play. So now it's generated this play for you, and then you can hit play, and you can see it automates the action for you. So again, you can hit play, and it will animate that for you. Now you may want to add on to that, so you can, click on these and move things around, add to the play. But that's just generated from AI and a prompt that you give it. Now, what you could do is after you've generated that, you could critique it. And now it's going to critique that play that the AI just created for you. Okay, it tells you the tactical concept. The aim is to attack starting from the left wing, potentially looking to exploit space behind teams B defense. Again, gives you the strengths, gives you the weaknesses, and suggestions to improve. Now I'm going through this quickly, but I'm just showing you what the concepts can do, and what you can build with AI without a great deal of knowledge of coding. So clear all again. What we are going to do is we're going to put team A. Let's play a 4-2-3-1. So what we're going to do here, we're going to place a ball on the pitch. We're going to give it to number 6 here. We are going to click target. The player's going to move here with the ball. And then we click on the player himself, and so he's going to be with the ball a little bit behind it. And now, because we've created an action, and the player is going to move here with the ball. Now I'm highlighted on the player, and is an action connected to them. If you see up here, the AI support button is now highlighted. Previously, if I click off it, you see the AI support, you can't click it. But if I click it, it highlights. And now watch what happens. If I click this, it's going to work, and look what happens to the play once it's done its work. Now, it may not be perfect, but it certainly gives you some potential movement of players. So as the player is moving forward, it shows you the direction where players can go. So it's telling you, okay, these players can move here and assist. Now, for me, this player going here probably wouldn't be the best movement. You know, for this player, let's see if I can, I would probably want him moving probably out wide out here. So now I can change that play where I want him to go. Now the number 2, maybe I want him to shift it a little bit wider. But now if I hit play, those players moved. And that came from me just working with this one, number 6 here with the ball, and it's showing you the movement of players. So again, pretty cool animation, solely created by AI suggesting where players should move, with just my targeting this one particular player here. So now what I can do is, if I want to move this next play forward, I could click on the ball, click a target, click it to go there, and this player to move onto the ball. So we hit play, and that player moves there. Now if we wanted to, we can click video up here, and I can save it as a video, or I can record it as a GIF. And so then I can play it back later, share with people, share with the team, you know, do whatever I want to do with it. Now I've gone through this extremely quickly. You know, we have undo and redo buttons here. We have, you know, show the clear path here. So selecting on the ball, if I hit clear path, it's going to remove that path. So I can put it a new target for it, and I can put it, okay, I want it to go there, and then I would click on this player, clear path, put the target, and have him run in there. So now we have a different animation. So 3 hours of my time and no coding on my part. Yes, there was prompting telling the code this didn't work, this didn't work, this looks great, can we change this? Now just going through this, there's been a couple of things I've noticed that I'd probably go back and change. Once I'm happy with this, at the moment this is running inside of Google Studio, so I just upload it in here, and again all the code is available to see. But what I can do is, if I go here, I can download the app, and then I create an environment on my system, I place it there, install what I need to install, and then I can run it on my system. So anybody could download this, install it, and use the functionality on their computer to work with their teams and set up plays. One thing that happens here, and I think it's just because of it being condensed, if you look at where the players are here and then you shrink it down, it doesn't look right here, but you know, don't worry about that. It's just where the preview window has been condensed down. If I clear all, it'll go away and looks perfect. So use your imagination, learn how to write prompts, and you can create stuff like this and build your own apps that you can use with your teams. You know, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna look at some defensive and attacking plays, maybe where teams can see goals and what they do wrong, what they do right, how they could have prevented it, and I can use this and animate stuff and create videos from that. So yeah, it's a really good tool. It's free, don't have to pay for anything. So you know, get onto Google AI Studio and let your imagination run wild. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video. I think a lot people could get a lot of cool things out of it. And I truly appreciate your time. Have a good day, and bye for now.